Destroy what keeps me alive?
I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Die while I still can?
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you'll not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Farewell.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there is only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. Do you know who that spirit was? Hey? Spirit? The spectre I was talking to. The woman. You're rattling your bone box with some woman. Where? Mort looks around excited. What does she look like? She was right on top of the beer. Didn't you see her? No. You just kind of drifted off for a moment bit there. Just stood there, statue-like. I was a little worried you'd gone addled on me again. No, I'm fine. I think. Let's move on.
I feel stronger.
Stronger. Yay, level. Earth is that? Where is it? Statistics. Currently affected by... ... Let's level up. Saving throws improved. Fighting skills have improved. 1 characteristic point gained. 7 hit points. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Already? I don't know what to put up actually. I'm tempted. I mean, if I put wisdom up, I mean, if I put constitution up, I don't get anything. I don't get any hit points now. I'm not really bothered about the melee, at least not at the moment. Kind of want to put these up a bit higher, I think. Maybe charisma, or maybe go with the... Put wisdom, or do I put intelligence up to 18? It's a nice round number. I know it's not a round number. I wouldn't think of it as round normally, but I think in this game it's slightly more round to 17. Let's put wisdom up, actually.
All right.
Okay, right, so we're hovering around. Let's ignore that. That looks worrying. I mean, that might have just been the woman we came in with, but I'm fairly sure. I don't know. It didn't sound like a woman we came in with. Hello, noises. This woman's corpse pauses in its trudging about as you approach. You notice the number 114 carved into her forehead. Her mouth has been sewn shut, but the threading is slowly coming loose, and faint moans issue from between her lips. You will leave her then. I suppose we're going to have to interact with these guys at some point. This reanimated male corpse has the numbers 1041 carved into its forehead. Despite its taut, desiccated flesh, it is apparent that its features once had a rather exotic cast to them. The zombie's lips have been stretched closed, most likely to prevent it from moaning incessantly, and it smells strongly of formaldehyde. Let's just explore. Maybe we'll come across another memorial thing. Uh, 331. He smells foul. Nothing else around. Got this guy following me. More stairs up, eh? Where does this lead us to? Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm completely lost. Whee, whee. enjoying this. It's going to be that awkward moment where I end up recording this for a massive session and realising that I didn't mean to. This doddering corpse has had its eyes sewn shut, as well as its mouth and the number 732 carved into its brow. The threadwork that keeps its ocular cavities sealed looks extremely old. You wonder if the eyes were sewn shut before or after the man's death. You notice he's carrying a huge tome in his hands, as if taking it somewhere. Okay, let's take it carefully. You carefully take the tome from the corpse's hands. It doesn't seem to notice. The tome appears to be full of a book of enchantments and wards. It is filled with diagrams and charts detailing various aspects of the necromantic arts. The book itself is extremely heavy. As awkward as the zombie is, it must be extremely strong. Examine you again. Just looked too interesting to pass up. Can I interact with it? I've got a random key, and I don't know what it's going to be used for. Tome of Bone and Ash. This worn, leather-bound tome lists diagrams and charts detailing several minor wards and enchantments. There are numerous drawings of skeletons, bones, and the manner by which they may be preserved over time. Of particular interest is the section regarding guardians. Apparently, the Dustmen animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as guardians for the mortuary. To make them even deadlier, armouring enchantments are woven into their breastplates to help shield them from attacks. This book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises.
All right.
I wonder if that'd be something we use on Thingy. Plague on this beer is blank. Okay, no one there. At least no one that's interacting with us. Metallic blue tapestries are made of thin chain links. Oh, I've just gone around in a circle. That's cool. Actually, oh dear. Oh, he's running after me. You see a stern man looking at you. State your business. Do I lie to him? Any guides? My business is my own. You can devote to mind your own affairs. I don't want to threaten him. I don't want to kill him. I seem to have gotten turned around in these halls. Are there any guides around who can direct visitors? The gentleman frowns. He seems skeptical. There are guides that can direct you in the antechamber. Do not wander the mortuary unescorted. I will go speak to the guide. I don't know where the antechamber is, game. So I went to the antechamber. That was what it was. Is I thought, okay, I'll look for the antechamber, and then so I opened the map, and then the game broke. Ah, these fellows. Maybe I shouldn't go and talk to them, or maybe I should. Let's save the game. You save. Save. Before you is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware they made humans in this size. It's a giant. Jeez, how about this skeleton, Mort? Will it do as a body? Mort grins. Is that a yes or? Oh, sorry. Mort floats up to the head of the skeleton, stares at it, then floats back down, studying the armor and the blade as he descends. Oh yes, yes. I think this will do. This thing looks like more than you can handle. And what did you ask me for if I wanted it then? Practicing your cruelty skills. After all I've done for you. I was thinking of your safety. I'm worried attaching your head to the thing might hurt you. What, did we get married at some point? What's all this? I don't want to get you hurt, Wash. Mort glares at you. If you really cared, you'd find a way to get my head on that giant skeleton's body. Let's see what we can do. So you're about to do so, you suddenly stop and your eyes are drawn to the skeleton's armor. Something about the symbols engraved in its breastplate makes you pause. The skeletons are guardians, and disturbing them may awaken them. Examine him carefully. The skeleton's intricate bronze armor is riveted onto its rib cage, and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As you study the frame behind the armor, you notice the same iron bolts are set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mass of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Examine the armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbols engraved on the breastplate seem to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly whenever you try to focus on them. Study them. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that run up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking pattern of runes reminds you of chains, and with that thought, you suddenly recall that these runes are some sort of warding enchantment. Try and recall the enchantment. You study the pattern of runes as they weave their way across the breastplate. On its most basic level, the runes are a lesser armoring enchantment, but several skull-shaped runes and spherical tracings along the edge of the armor make you suspect several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Touching the skeleton will most likely cause it to awaken and defend itself. Can I try and dispel it? You suspect that marring the rune pattern along the breastplate could unravel the enchantments, but it looks difficult. The pattern is complicated, and scratching out the wrong portion could cause the skeleton to animate. And these are all different options, aren't they? Like, mar the runes with the warding, then, yeah. Yeah, compare it to the Tome of Bone and Ash. From what you can make out from the tome, it seems the armoring enchantment applies only to the breastplate. The necromantic enchantment allows the skeleton to be raised, but it is a warding enchantment that gives the skeleton its limited awareness of its surrounding. You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's wards, it would interpret it as an attack unless you blinded it to your presence first. So I think we want to hit the warding one first, because that's the one that gives it the awareness. Ah! The work is difficult and nerve-wracking at first, but slowly your mind begins to focus and the runes begin to unravel beneath your attack. Within minutes, the giant skeleton has been stripped of the enchantment binding it. It collapses, falling to the floor with a crash of bones and a heavy clanging noise. Shh! You wait for a moment, but no one responds to the sound. Moving quickly, you sift through the skeleton's parts on the floor. Most of it is too heavy or too old to be useful, but you discover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate with a majority of one of the broken enchantments engraved on it. You have a feeling it could prove useful.
Looks like my skills have increased.
Mort's leveled up. Woo! 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 Oh, have I already taken that then? Cool. Rune of Lesser Warning. Warding. Teaches user armor. Only usable by mages. I'm not a mage, although, well, not yet, at any rate. I suppose I could take... Ooh, I could do the same thing again on these guys, couldn't I? Could I? See if you can dispel the enchantments. And it was warding first. Ooh! Remember what happened the first time you catch the skeleton before it falls, and with a grunt slowly lower it to the ground. Let's see what we got this time. Quickly rummage the skeleton's remains and once again uncover a piece of the skeleton's breastplate. Like the first, this one also has a fragment of its broken enchantment. It could prove useful. I assume it's just the same. Oh! Ooh! So if, I assume that, well, there wasn't the one over here as well. Oh, I'm going to run out of space. Yeah, so it's just the same thing again. Try and dispel, and it was warding first. Yep. Let's see what we got this time. Fragment. Rune of Greater Warding. Ooh. I probably don't actually need the junk, do I? I'm assuming I'm going to get some stuff out of this guy, although he might not actually give me any stuff. Dispel, and it was the warding first. Let's see what we got this time. You quickly rummage through, like the first one. Broken enchantment fragment. Which gives us Rune of Shielding. I think all of these are... That teaches shield, that teaches armor, that teaches shield, and that teaches armor, okay. Not overly useful, but we've got different bits and bobs. Ooh, but we have a thing to loot. Crescent hatchet. That sounds fun. Oh, that's my current weapon, isn't it? And I'm not sure if I'm going to need that. That's the problem. Ooh! Actually, that's only... These are various things I probably should... let's put you there, then. Although I probably won't be able to pick... Yeah, I'm
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
Yeah, I know. There's such a thing. Thaco exists in this game. How much is that? That's... Yeah, we can probably drop the... We can probably actually drop the arm and the club. We're not going to use them. We're still slightly over. That's disappointing. The problem is, I think some of these might be useful. I'm trying to, like... I'm thinking, like... Oh, yeah, there might be other characters we need. That need stuff. So we can just drop those, can't we? Hopefully we don't get anything too much more. Will she accept necromancy stuff? That's Daenora. Oops, I've pushed her.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Some more questions? No. Okay. Shall
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there is only sadness. She fades. I mean, that's the way up. So we've gone around in our circle. Okay, so we've been everywhere here now. Oh, these are all the places you can walk in. Oh, I see. That's kind of useful. So we need to find this... I should be able to find, like, the antechamber. And or also find this key. Which I don't want to go further that way because I know there's someone who was chasing us, basically. Oh, you've gone that way, have you? Thought you might have come around this way, but alright. That takes us back up. We don't know who's in there. I mean, it's a blank name. I don't know any spells. All I have is my weapons. I can guard. So we come back up to the second floor. So if I go back up to the third floor... Actually, hang on, you're locked, aren't you? Let's try prying it open then.
Forced it.
Yeah! Ooh, bandages. Ancient copper earring closed. This copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any other means of actually attaching it to your ear. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the inside of the earring, however, which might merit a closer look. Okay, so this is on all of the things. So use... This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn, but there doesn't seem to be a hook or any other means. Examine the grooves. Grooves are evenly spaced along the inside of the earring. Among closer examination, they remind you of small fangs. They're definitely man-made, but can't figure out what they're intended for. Insert your fingernail into the notch that matches where the triangle was pointing in the fang circle you saw on Zombie 79's forehead. You hook your fingernail into the third groove from the top and press it inwards. As you do, there is a click and the top of the earring snaps open. Not only can you wear the earring now, it also looks like there's a secret compartment inside it. Shake it, see if something comes out. Nothing comes out, whatever is hidden in the earring is gone now. Valuable to a merchant, put the earring away. Does it do anything? Well, I can wear it. Yar! Which opens up space here. I could really do with some more strength. Oh, I was going to go upstairs at this point, wasn't I? There was nothing in these ones, was there? No, there wasn't. Right. Actually, yeah, let's put a cut in here. He says, hoping this is a decent length. It was longer than I was planning on doing for this little session. I was just going to basically top up the other bit. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what happens next. We're kind of just exploring and finding stuff out, and I really like that. This is really kind of intriguing me. I look forward to finding out what we find out next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.